The playoffs are here, and you can predict the action all the way to the finals with FanDuel Predicts. Predict the spread, the total points, and even the game-winning moments that make the playoffs. Sign up and get a $25 bonus with FanDuel Predicts.
Offered by FanDuel Prediction Markets, LLC, a registered futures commission merchant. 18-plus bonus is non-withdrawable and expires 7 days after receipt. Trading derivatives involves significant risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Manage your activity with their consumer protection tools. Restrictions apply. See terms at FanDuel.com/predicts/bonus-offer-terms.
Listen, all you New Yorkers.
Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
You folks already know my lead story. You folks could do the show right now without me even being here. 800-848-9222. In 40 years, I have never seen anything like this. Mamdani says he will not march Sunday at the Israeli Day Parade. The mayor of all the people, excluding some of the people. And I have to be honest with you folks right now. Another candidate in the race was directly complicit in all of this. Curtis Sliwa, the former guardian angel, cleared the path to make sure that Mamdani won. And he's already clearing the path years in advance to make sure Mamdani gets a second term by already announcing he's going to run again. I can tell you who won't be the mayor in 4 years. But by then, how much damage will Mamdani have done? You might as well say it now. Mayor Cuomo. Or does Eric Adams return to City Hall of New York? Can Adams, under the charter, even return? But it won't be Mamdani. That won't please Mr. Mamdani. That won't please Mr. Sliwa. But it won't be Mamdani. With Mr. Sliwa's help, New Yorkers have elected their worst nightmare with the con of free, free, free. So Mamdani is not marching Sunday, but at least his police commissioner, Jessica Tisch, will do so proudly.
I don't believe that my presence as the mayor should determine whether or not a New Yorker is safe or secure. That is something we take incredibly seriously.
It's the mayor's decision not to march, and it is my decision to march proudly.
So I want you to digest this, focus on this. We have a mayor that is telling the Jewish community of New York City that I don't like you. And Curtis Sliwa was down with this 1,000%. And I have to say this tonight, right? And I haven't said this thus far. But with Mr. Sliwa, you've got to remember, I've had scores and scores and scores of private conversations with him. And he's always felt that he's had to be a second-class citizen for someone, second or third class. He's always felt that way. He always wants credit for everything, including my success. That's why he came up with this horrible story of Dominic Carter attended the Curtis Sliwa boot camp, which is ridiculous. But this is what the man does. And with Mr. Sliwa, I can tell you, as far as the way I see this, this was his payback time. This, for all these years of being forced to be a second-class citizen, this was his way of sticking it to everybody. And boy, did he do exactly that, helping to elect Mamdani. So here's the current mayor, again, and a bit more detail. You'll hear a little bit more of what he already said, with this incredible announcement This guy is so bold, so arrogant, but he's so tied in with his Palestinian friends that he's compromised. He can't march because he has got to please them.
I said on the campaign trail that I wouldn't be attending the parade, and I've made my views on the Israeli government abundantly clear. And I also said on that same campaign that I would have a responsibility as the mayor of the city to ensure the safety and security of each and every New Yorker. And I don't believe that my presence as the mayor should determine whether or not a New Yorker is safe or secure. That is something we take incredibly seriously. And what we also take seriously as an administration is to ensure that we are delivering on not just keeping Jewish New Yorkers safe, but ensuring that Jewish New Yorkers understand that they belong in this city, that they are cherished by this city. And I'm proud of the work that our Mayor's Office to Combat Antisemitism, headed by Felisa Wisdom, has been doing in leading a first-in-the-nation municipal response to antisemitism by actually crafting an affirmative vision of how to tackle it, as opposed to just how to respond to incidents of it. And we've coupled that with an investment of more than an 800% increase in the Office to Prevent Hate Crimes in funding that will actually support the very programs we've seen be effective at that kind of work.
800-848-9222. We see all your calls. We're about to begin with them. So I'm trying to figure out, under the city charter, can Eric Adams run again? Can he serve as mayor again? It will be anybody, but it will not be Mamdani. And Mamdani has to know this. He has to know, you take your wrecking ball and do whatever you're going to do over the next 3.5 years. And then you are done. One and done, never to be heard from again. That's Mamdani's fate. Him and his anti-Semitic wife. Marching Sunday and proudly in the Israeli Day Parade will be the former mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, who took to Twitter to, if you will, throw it in Mamdani's face.
Hello, New Yorkers. This Sunday, May 31st, Fifth Avenue will once again become a sea of blue and white as thousands of proud New Yorkers come together to celebrate the unbreakable bond between New York and Israel. As your mayor, I was proud to march in this parade for all 4 years I was in office. And this year will be no different. I'll be right there marching with tens of thousands of New Yorkers. For decades, the Israeli Day Parade has been one of the greatest expressions of unity, pride, and strength in our city, with people from every borough, every faith, and every background standing proudly with New York's Jewish community. This year will be no different, as members of the Muslim, Christian, and so many other religious communities join the march.
So we'll have a bit more of Mr. Adams' statement at the bottom of the hour. But one of the things that Mamdani did do in the New York State Assembly is that he tried to strip Jewish organizations of their tax-exempt status.
When Mamdani was an assemblyman, he literally tried to pass a bill that would have stripped every single major and minor Jewish nonprofit organization or synagogue of their tax-exempt status in New York for the simple crime of supporting Israeli institutions that he felt were too extreme. What does too extreme mean for Mamdani? It means that they operated over the green line. So if you're a synagogue that ever donated to the United Hatzalah campaign, which has an ambulance in Jerusalem, Mamdani would have taken away your tax-exempt status. I don't want to be an alarmist. It's not 1939, but it could be 1929 in the following sense. It'll never look the same. You're never going to have a mayor come out and say, no Jews allowed. But we're getting awfully close to the no Zionists allowed, and it's not abstract.
You can't make this stuff up. 800-848-9222. I will regret this, but I'm going to do it. Let's go to line one, Melvin in the Bronx. Melvin, good morning. What's on your mind?
I'm a firm believer in solutions. And I hear all these complaints and everything else, but nobody's stepping to the forefront with a solution. Except replacing the mayor with what? With whom? You're not a resident in New York City, Dominic. Therefore, fine. You're an outside agitator, just fan the flames. But getting back to this,
all right. So Melvin. First of all, Melvin. I'm not an outside agitator. I grew up in the city of New York. I spent my whole life in the city of New York. Melvin? How dare you? How dare you? Number two, you have been calling me every night this week to say you want to praise that. No. I let you speak. Let me finish. I've seen your call. You call before I get on the air every night this week because you want to praise Mamdani. Why do you want to kiss his ass so bad? Why do you want to kiss his ass so badly? You don't think Melvin, you don't think I see the calls?
I'm giving you your answer.
Melvin, you don't think I see the calls coming in? You don't think I see them before I hit air exactly who's calling? You have been the first one. You have been the first one before I hit air every night this week because you want to get on the air and kiss this man's ass. Why is that?
You're wrong. No, I ain't said nothing about kissing his brother, and I thank Arthur Rush
So
Jr.
what do you call what you just called me an outside agitator, and you said replace Mamdani with what? At this point, Melvin, anything is better than this clown at City Hall.
Well, who are you going to put in there that's making policy?
Okay, so Melvin, can you answer my question? Why have you called me every night this week before the show even started because you want to get on the air and praise Mamdani? Why is that?
Because I live here, and I'm resident. I'm a voting citizen here. And everybody
America, I hope you hear the ignorance. This is how Mamdani got in office to begin with. So you think he's okay, right, Melvin? You think he's okay, right?
I didn't say that. You put words in my mouth.
So, all right, so then why did you want to get on the air every night and praise him?
I was saying it's for people who do not live in the city of New York.
No, don't repeat that. No, Melvin, you served the country. Please, don't. You're trying to look for cover now. Answer the question. Every night this week, before I hit air, I had to look at your name. I had to look at your name first in the queue. Where it said Melvin. So you didn't call this week when you want to praise Mamdani to start the show off?
This is the second time I called this week.
Melvin, I didn't say you got on. I said you called.
That's right. I said I'll call.
So Melvin, so you're telling me I haven't seen what I've seen with my own two eyes where you were the first one to call.
I know somebody's going to be sitting in that mayor's chair so making policy about the quality of life. And those who Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.
Don't do the history thing. I've told you about that. Don't do the history thing.
Why not?
Because Melvin, meet Mr. Click effective right now. I'm sorry to do that, but meet Mr. Click. It's people like you and Curtis Sliwa, who's got the same intelligence that you do, but he was able to get on the radio and fool America every day because he entertained you, right? He entertained everybody, so he was just great. I can be the mayor with no education. I can be the mayor with no experience. I can be the mayor even though I ran the guardian angels into the ground. Give me a break. It is time for a break. We are coming right back.